Okay. Sorry, I forgot to set up my mic. So yeah, let's check out that first channel. PWM strings from Korg. I'm not going to use that one. Alright, so this is pretty much the strings section of the song, and it's only one channel, so it looks like it runs 3 channels at once. One, two, three, and then 1, 2, 3. But there's 4 of them. Why is there 4 of them? It's 4 notes that go on. Alright, so let me... What's up, y'all? Oh yeah, I found the guitar a long time ago, man. It's been around. Okay, so let's copy these strings. Say 1. Say 2. But we do need to worry about the pan, so this is how much? 38%. Well, is it? Let's see. wait, hold on. 25% lift. So 25% left. Wait. And center. Also centered. And then 25% right. Oops. Too low. Up an octave. Good afternoon. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh wait, what's that low one? So. So this one right here, the G. That one's going to be another channel which sustains. Oh, they all sustain. I'll just keep it in another channel anyway. First off, let's add our post effects so that it gets a little more volume, because it's very quiet. Naturally, because of the velocities are low. That sounds pretty much right. Yeah, you can use them, just give me proper credit, you know what I mean? Damn. This sounds good, but I wonder how it would sound if I used it in the actual wave station. Let's compare it. Let me see. Let me try to find the strings patch. Doesn't play down there. The bass doesn't go loud enough. Why is it so quiet? It also needs to be up an octave. I think that's why. No, up an octave. Oh, Jesus. Versus. That's also because it has reverb. But I kind of like the effects. But I don't like it on the strings, so maybe on those bass strings we just use the sample. Like the bass strings doesn't go loud enough. Or maybe we can open up another wave station and just use the raw waveform. Alright, PWM strings. Here we go. Versus. It actually sounds better on the sample, because wait. Because the FL Studio has a better, like, can play samples like really low better than the Wave Station could, I guess. So we'll keep it like that. Versus. I can really hear that chorus in there. Let me try disabling that chorus. That chorus sounds kind of bad. Yeah, it just sounds a little better, like a little more finished on the... There we go. Yeah, so let's delete this and... And that'll be that. But I don't think it's, the only thing is that it's not going to obey the panning laws right here, see? But the only way to stop that would be that I would have to open 3 more wave stations. I don't want to do all that. That's inefficient. So I think it just sounds good like this. Let me compare it. Yeah, it sounds fine like that. There's no noticeable like panning. It's just really for stereo effect, which we can do in here with better tools. So next is the string stabs, which is oh, these are not gonna have copied right. These are gonna be all messed up. Look at that. So we have for the first, let's take it channel by channel. So it's pretty much staying like so yeah, it's pretty much, there it is. It's like the first note of every sequence. Pretty much just drops down a little bit. So let's go and correct that. And then it glitches to be a whole octave down for some reason. Two octaves, actually. I don't know, it's all messed up. And then I think it goes like an octave down at some point. It's like da 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 da. Yeah, it sounds right. G sharp. And it just kind of stays there. Okay, and that's the string part there. Wow. Alright. Now it's still muffled, like it's the wave station's got some kind of thing it's doing where it's like muffling it. Like it's just taking the thing down. Why is it transposed like that? We don't need that. Ah, there we go. Woo! Much better. I don't know why that has such a sharp stab to it, but let's see what it sounds like all together when we get the rest of them. So what's the second one sound like? Pretty much just an octave, same thing, an octave down. And oh, that's the bass, that's why. And that must be that cello, so that violin-y sound from Aquatic Ambience. So we've got shit. All right. Oh, God. Not too much, not that much vibrato. Just a little bit. Solid. Now we have another layer of strings. This one right here. Let me make sure it's the right pitch before I do anything with it. Oh. I don't think that's the right pitch. I think that's a C. No, it's a C sharp. Does it do that the whole time? Oh, there's another one right here. That's the one we're looking at. And that's the one that was right. There we go. And this one drops out in the original to make a room for the electric guitar, because it only has 8 channels. But since we have more than 8 channels and it sounds like it's supposed to be continuing, I'm just going to continue it, and I'll decide which note goes here later on. Yeah, well, I think since it's an octave, it just makes the same motion straight down. All right, next channel is that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So next channel is that one that I was hearing that was like a C sharp all the way through. So that should just be the same thing. Yep, C sharp. So let's just copy these 2 bars. Oh, wait. Well, we'll copy that later. Okay. Higher. There we go. Alright, now let's go back for the other one. Perfect. Now this one I can put the panning into it because it's a FL Studio plugin. So I can tell the notes which way to pan. So let's see. But they're all center, it looks like. Yeah, they all just stay center. Oh well. Nothing to do then. Let's it seems like they have an octave thing going on, like just these two, and then it looks like there should be an octave under there. So what would happen if we, what would it sound like if we put another one here and just like that? Yeah, no, it's noticeably different. I'm not going to do that. But I will let the string play all the way through. This one right here. So in the original, this one cuts out right here. But I'm letting it play all the way through. So let's move on to something else. So we got the string section down. What's next? Drums. There we go. It's these things right here. Also, we forgot to name our other patterns. So and there sounds like there's a panning envelope on there. Okay. So looks like, okay, so no, let's not play this. So let's see the first bar, these two pan left like this, 17% right, I think. 17% right, and then the second one pans, no, the second one is also 17% right, and then that G right there is 34% left. And then the last one, that E, is 24% left. 34, 24, 17. No, this is also 17. Um, there we go. And so I'm just gonna or better yet, I'm just gonna have these repeat since they're all duplicates. And then what's the panning? How does the panning do on that last section? I think it should be pretty much the same, but let's check it. It's all going to be 17% right, except for that last one, which is like 34% left. So grab them, and we'll just grab one and move it over here. And then we have the crashes. I mean the snares. Pretty much it's just this one and that one. Oops. And what's the panning like on the snare? Center all the way through. Well, actually, we have another problem. If I try to repeat it like this, it's a little lopsided. So I could just let the I'm gonna put the release on so that every time it plays the note, it just keeps going all the way through. It doesn't stop, and I still want it to stop itself. So. And then I want these to ring out all the way through, actually, too. So it needs some real effects work, but that's good enough for now. Then we have that guitar. So that's but I think there's an echo. This one's an echo note right here, and then the original is. There we go. That's the original one. So it's like we did for Crocodile Cacophony. It's split up into two waves, one of which has a like a hard pluck to it, and the other one's just kind of raw. So and I think this one's the one where it's like a hard hit, a hard pluck on the guitar. Let's go and name it guitar. That's definitely the hard pluck one. Alright, and then we go for the softer notes. And so we go, let's start playing it. Oops, wait. Oh wait, I have to, shit. It needs to be the green color for contact to recognize it. So we also need some pitch bends in there. So let's go and take the copy the pitch bends from the original, and the timing is going to be pretty messed up. But if we copy them, we can correct it. See, so it should say here. I'll just copy it. Let's say we'll copy everything from, when does it start? It starts in bar earlier. Awesome. So copy this over and now, but it's not sensitive enough. It's so you send pitch bend range. Yeah, I don't know how to make it sensitive enough, but so we're just gonna like have the pitch bends go all the way up to 12 because they're not sensitive enough. So all of these should measure up to 12 pretty much. 1200 cents right here. So we go scale levels and all the way up. Almost there. All right. I think, oh, because they're separate, they were separated into different channels, so this channel is for one of them only. So let's this needs to be here, and then and then we need to go grab the other half of it. Wait, forgot to finish. Let's see, right here. There we go. Okay, and the hard hit ones. So the octaves, no, it starts right here. See the melody right there? So if you go right here, matches that. We want to copy it at the very beginning of the melody so that the whole thing, the timing gets right. But wait, if we do that, it'll copy over. So we have to copy it in pieces. So this is a bar and a half in. Okay, so it shouldn't, let me just, here. So we don't want it to copy, it's supposed to go right here, but we want it to copy only this. Oh, it's supposed to start earlier. My bad. Okay, next piece is this one. This is from almost 4 bars in. All the way to this, like just for the 4th bar. Okay, that's not right. Copy. now it copies it. But wait, what about the... Oh, Jesus. So we want to copy all this. There we go. But then delete the part that we... Yeah, delete this part. And I think that should be it, because it already sounds right. Oh wait, there's that little bit. Again, I'm just going to copy the... It's the same, so I'm just going to copy the last one. Now here's the other problem is our... See, it doesn't... We need to... magnify all that, but it's grabbing some of this one right here, so and then the same for this. But see, this is like, needs to be smoothed out, so just right click and drag. Okay, so where does that note end that I have to cut it off? Dun, dun. Okay. Fourth of a beat. So it just pretty much ends right as it starts. There we go. So that's the part where this one comes in again. So it repeats, and then a bar and a half in, you do this. No, in this little piece right here. Wait. Okay, that's weird. So it should just be like that. I just copy that over. Okay, maybe I removed too much. That sounds good. All right. Now let's add some magic. Ooh, yeah. I don't like that reverb though. I think I'm gonna add my own. Next is this thing right here. More drums, I think. Oh yeah, more toms. And then there's a panning envelope on that, so it's pretty much, yeah, the same thing as that last one. And then when we go to here, it's like, oh, this one's different. 34% left and 17. So it's, I think it's alternating. So left, right, left, right. Yep, it's alternating. So we go to drums. So it starts with 17% right. Left, let me zoom in here. Nah. But I think it was lower than that. That doesn't sound right. So we got like this, and then no, it's the same. Okay, that's right. And then there's the second part. Wait a minute. I think that first part actually was... That first part was just all left until that one that was like right. Or all this way. Yeah, and then the second part was alternating. And next channel. More strings. Oh, I got all the strings. Okay, so we've got an echo track for the guitar, which is a little less than 3 steps. He just kind of like takes it a little less so it doesn't like phase with the rest of the instrument. So it doesn't want, you don't want the delay to be exact multiple, you know, be an exact number of steps. So let's go here and just call this guitar. And then what's the panning on that guitar? I forgot to get that. So that sounds good, but I don't want the reverb to like be so prominent in the bass. There we go. See, now that sounds a little less cluttered. So then we have the little ahs those Oz, not the Wizard of Oz. So let's load up another. Well, actually, we can use the same contact. The same contact engine. Just do. Is that the right choir? Ah, no. It's like it's one of those Heart of Africa samples. It's from the CD Heart of Africa. Where did I put it? Choir, ooh. No, that's a sound font. What did I do with that? Huh. Oh, maybe it's a wave. Oh, it's sound effects. Right. It's in the sound effects folder. So not the ya. Or no, it is the ya. The Dude, where's the sample? Huh. Hello from Russia. Trump is pig. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Okay, so wait, it found it? Yes, it found it. I don't know where it found it, but it found it. Check it out. It's a very, yeah, the rest of the sound is very compressed, but I'm pretty sure it's the same sound. That should be the right one. Let's try it out. See how it plays. Sounds like Zelda, the game, not the princess. That's a good one. Let me go. Oh yeah, go grab them. Here we go. Do 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 do. Okay, so this little space right here is probably because there was some space in the sample, so he had to like push it a little bit back, which is probably what we're gonna have to do anyway. So let's see. Oh wait, oops. That sounds pretty good. Let's remove all the delay samples and put an actual delay. So it delays of the delays are 2 steps. Oops. not that one. I deleted one, but this loop only plays for 2 bars anyway. So that's our loop, and it's already got a delay on it. What? Oh, because I have the delay thing. But that's not the interval we want the delay to happen at. So we want it's at like 3, so we want it to be at 2. So let's automate it. Guitar has it at 2 at 3, and this is gonna see it at exactly 2. Sounds like it's hitting something. I don't know, like it's a real echo or something. Let's keep that pitch too. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so now we have looks like we have the full. Is there really no kick in there? Oh, I heard a kick somewhere. Thought I heard a kick. No kick. That's crazy. No kick. Contact is like an elevate. It's a step above sound fonts. You can do more with it. You can make better instruments, and so a lot of developers will make it's in between VSTs and sound fonts. So you can people make sound font like contact instruments, and they'll just release them for free. And so if you get contact, you can have all those instruments for free. But this is using someone made a exported all the instruments for converted them from the TS12 for contact, and that's one of the machines that they had. Well, they had the TS10, but it's the same thing. So yeah, these are some company. This company Norktrack made the converted the TS12 instruments to contact, and so that's what I'm using right now, because sound fonts wouldn't have been able to recreate the instrument like they wanted. It's a little more complicated with the TS12. There's more complicated stuff happening than sound fonts could give you. So, because contact gives you options like reverb, you can do drive and all this stuff. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. Let's put it all together and see how it sounds without before effects. We're gonna add effects to it later, I guarantee it. So strings, drums, and the guitar habit. and then the ahs at the end. Well, actually, no, we have to copy all 4 because it'll cut off this little bit at the end if we try not to. That wave station doesn't need to be so loud. For my original music composition, I use, let's see, what do I usually use? I just have a collection of free stuff I found on the internet. I might maybe I'll release a like a link of all of them, or I'll put them upload them somehow and put them on my Patreon. But yeah, I use like a bunch of different contact instruments and sound fonts that I've just found, like searching free stuff over the years on the internet, like all this stuff, strings, guitars, like just you have to sift through all the crap, because there's a lot of crap sounds on the internet, as you can well imagine, for free. But if you keep looking, you can find stuff like let me see what I have. Like all this stuff right here. This is my collection of contact sounds. And I've used them in stuff. And I've also used let's see, I've used, where's that violin sound? Swam violin, which I bought. And then yeah, all these synths like Tunefish 4 I've used quite a bit. And Expand 2 and some other stuff. But yeah, that's all the things I use. Stuff like that. And it just kind of, yeah, that break in the loop sounds like really noticeable. Guess it'll always be like that. Why is that? What's that bass? The bass sounds bad when it reloads over, when it loops over. Oh, it's got that vibrato on it. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not gonna do that. There's probably a glitch with the reading. Alright, now we gotta give all this stuff tracks. Already, yeah. Yeah, we'll make them menacing. After Effects. Yeah, they're all actually the original before compression, I'm pretty sure. So like, check it out. This one is definitely the original. You could just a side-by-side comparison, you can see. Let's see, strings. Which? No, that's DK3. Oh, it's the synth strings, that's right. Exactly the same. And this one, it's very compressed, but you can kind of hear it sounds pretty similar. I think it's the same one. It's just a small piece of it. And then there's maybe this. See, this one's more stabby than that one. That one's the other one. There's like 2 string sections. But this one is that one. This one's the one used for Haunted Chase and Crocodile Cacophony, and this one. Because this is in fact from the machine that Dave Wise had, so it's the original for sure. And it's just the compression adds a lot of character. And then this one is the same one. That's exactly the same sound. And then he purposefully added distortion, I feel like, to this one, which is the tom. 1 second. Okay, so check this out. The tom, once we add distortion, it'll sound like the original, but so it's pretty much the same sound. It just adds, like, the distortion adds a lot of character. This one's just like a piece of noise from the drum. Like he like took the transient out completely. So see, it's very hard to tell, but it's actually the original. I'm pretty sure. The maybe the ahs might not be, but it's pretty close. And so the electric guitar pretty sure that's like the original. Gunshot snares life. Yeah, it's well, I had to ask him to get it. Like I had to ask him what he used. So that's how I was able to find all this stuff, you know. Ask and it'll be given to you. Now the for the ah sound, we have to put it in a new shit. We have to create a new channel and then have that channel route to a new mixer track. Let me see if that will work. Oops. Nah, man, come on. Really? Alright, guess we're just gonna have to make a new contact channel. Let's delete all this. Yeah, I've got original tunes on my channel. It shows up like if you go to my page, it's like the first thing that shows up is my 3 original songs that I've made so far. And I think, yes, it found it. Yes. Okay, so now we don't even need to have the delay change. I don't know why I did that in the first place. Just have another delay track. And so this is the, what is this? This is nothing. That's what this is. Delete. Alright, so delete. Strings. Alright, so now we've got all our channels. Let's go one by one, and let's start with the strings, which we started with before. Now this bass should be at, let's work with this bass first. We want it to be, all the way up to 3 dB. So it's like really booming. Oh my god. Come on, man. And let's put a Maximus on this so that it's because the bass levels are all over the place. So which this will even help us with getting it all the way up here anyway. So, ooh, I like that distortion. Yeah, listen to how crisp that is. But we need it to be elevated at first. So we need it to go to 3. Negative 3 dB. To kind of hang around there. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's how it should be. Perfect. In every way. But it shouldn't, oh wait, it's gonna, because this thing drives it up, I need to like, no. This is gonna mess up my measuring. But it should be louder than that, because I have it pushing, maybe it's not pushing enough. Not quite enough anyway. There we go. So, bass should be pushing right at 3 dB, negative 3 dB. And then the strings, they need to be stronger, man. They sound weak, and they have too much. Well, let's make them stronger first, and then we'll EQ them. Boost them a bit. Saturation knob. Perfect. Well, not perfect. We still need to EQ it. So. Yeah, we want to hear that sharpness, man. It's still missing something though. I think it needs some stereo effects. Ooh, that's weird. Hello. Okay, so I like that, but it needs some, I don't know, it needs some, like, some doubling or something. Let's try the vocal doubler. Okay, I need more latency because this is, yeah. That vocal doubler effect is too CPU heavy. And I don't really care much for how it sounds in this instance. Let's try duet. Doesn't even make any sound, really. I think it's making a faint bit of difference, so. It makes a little bit. That sounds good enough to me. Let's top it all off with reverb. And compare. I like the tone of that, but let's there's a noticeable stop in it, so let's try to recreate that by shortening the notes. Not so much. It's good enough for me. But let's bring up the... Yeah, I really want to hear those highs. Maybe not so much. Yeah, maybe not at all. Maybe too much stereo enhancing. That sounds good. Yeah, that's the stereo enhancer making it sound like that. Or actually, maybe that's the... Let's remove this Hall effect anyway. Oh, maybe that's the reaction. Yeah, there we go. It was the effect the stereo enhancer was having on the reverb in the wave station. You never want to have reverb going before the stereo enhancer. And then this. But this bass sounds a little raw too. That's because we haven't even added, I forgot to add saturation anyway. Ooh. Maybe, yeah. There we go. And just to get a little bit of, just the slightest bit of chorus on that. And it would be amazing. Beautiful. I don't think it needs to be that loud though. Yeah, there we go. Now it's meshing really well. Okay, and now our strings. The stab strings. First the bass. Get saturation on it first. Let the saturation build the volume up. Oops. And see, even with saturation, it just sounds kind of gross. Like, maybe if I EQ it. There we go. There we go. Get that rumble of the sub bass. I want to get rid of that click in there too. Now call me crazy, but with that vibrato, I think he's trying to recreate like a little chorus. So I'm gonna experiment with something. What if we took out the chorus? But actually I'm gonna copy the value so that I remember it later. And then what if we put a little chorus in there? What y'all think of that? Let's make it a little louder because you lose some volume from that. I think that sounds great. Now, stab strings. Way too much highs. Ooh. Okay, let's roll with that and then bring it all out with some saturation. Not so much. Ooh, I like that minor. Is there reverb going on these things? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Of course it crashes. Yeah, there's reverb. There's reverb on everything in here. I think there's built-in reverb on that sample. If we put it into reverb, it would just drown it. the. One second. All right. So where were we? I think we were gonna next. We should do the drums next. These toms are mixed pretty well. They're like the Roland like LCDP toms from, or no, it's called Roland Rhythm Instruments. It's like a CD. So let's see, they're mixed pretty well, so we don't really need to EQ them or anything. And he simulates distortion on this by only using very little volume data, and the game has to amplify it to make it like a real sample. So we're gonna simulate all the distortion on this sample by using the saturation. See, that sounds good, but it's like the sample is too long. Oop. I should really try to... So let's take that release down. And then let's give it some reverb. Ooh. So since the reverb makes it even foggier, let's just take the release down. Or even let's just shorten the reverb. Okay, so now let's move on to the snare. Similar situation, it needs a lot of distortion, and we're probably just gonna raise that. See, when I add the distortion, you can hear that quality that the one in the game brings out. It just brings everything out more. These samples are kind of really weak, and you're kind of expected to add distortion on them. So if we play this again. You can kind of hear that quality that this thing, it's very distorted, and that you can't really recreate that form of distortion, but that's pretty much the original sample. And then we want reverb on this too. Okay, so now let's go to the guitar. See, now one of the reasons it doesn't sound right is because there's a bunch of there's different samples that goes into this track. Like there's different recordings and you could hear them. Dave only used one of them, so it'd be this one. Probably be this one right here, or this one. See, it changes right here. And all of a sudden it becomes hard. So, what we could do is... What we could do is try to edit the samples to like and remove that that one there. So see it. Let's see if it gives us an option of where to of what notes to make it play. Gives us a chance to edit the notes that it plays in. So let's see. We don't need to edit that one. So apparently it's just a synth with a guitar thing on it. I guess I can't edit it. that's cool. Someone who's not here for the nostalgia. uh, yeah, classic sampler issues. De-esser. De-esser is pretty much just compress the parts, like the part right here where the S usually occurs. So all we would be able to do in the way of that is that pretty much is where that harsh sound is coming from. It's coming from that little area right there. Now, one thing we could do is just is copy the like clone the instrument and then just take it down an octave and then go and say that like everything from F to below is gonna be in this one. No, wait. No, that doesn't work. It's got some kind of muffling on it. Maybe I can't. Well, I guess I can't really edit the. Let me try again at editing the instrument to only use that one sample. It won't. The problem is it's not giving me a zone. Here we go. Zones. Which zone is it? It's not giving me a zone that plays in. Maybe this is only an editor for the samples. It doesn't edit the actual. Okay, here's mapping editor. There we go. That's what we need. So we've got. Actually, I think this is where it stops. No, because actually, yeah, it sounds good up until here. Sounds good up until this E. So let's change everything from this E down. Why is it pitch bending like that? Jesus. I told it to do. Okay, so we want it to only. We want it to like stay only here. Only these samples are used. So let's just manually remove everything that's in the samples range. Yeah, there we go. And look at, there's a little bar. Let me see, what's the difference between these velocity layers? I'm not that picky about it. So we don't really need that that part right there. Let's see, what about this? No, that sounds just good like that. So let's let's do the Oz first. Definitely gonna need some saturation. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Shit. I'm supposed to stop playing before I do that. Saved at 23, so we shouldn't have lost too much.